All right. We want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give our praise unto Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rukah Kadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that teaches his truth and rule well. And salutation, you sincere Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. All right, I'm Brother Gabar Karash.
I'm Brother Pahala.
We're GMS Kansas City branch, man. We're going to go into another lesson, various topics, man, and we just going to just let the spirit, man, just navigate, man. All right. I got a precept you want to.
Yeah, I got a scripture. This is 2 Timothy 1, and I'm gonna read verse 7. It says, "For the Most High have given us a spirit, have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." Now, I want to look at that word sound mind, because this is what brothers need to have. And this is what me and the brother we be talking about. You know, I mean, pull it up on the blue letter.
Yeah, man, because, you know, in the times we coming in, man, we can't afford to have no type of fear on us, man. Brothers can't afford to fear what Esau's going to do. You can't be afraid to speak your mind or whatever the case may be, man. You can't be afraid to stand with great boldness in this truth, because everything we do in this truth is bold, you know, and it's no room to have fear but for Yahweh Shem Shah.
Okay, this is the etymology of sound mind. It's G4995. And I'm going to let Esau say it.
Strong's G4995. Sophronies Mas. Sophronies Mas.
For Sophronies Mas, it said it means it means to an admonishment or calling to soundness of mind, to moderation and self-control. See, to have a sound mind is to have self-control. And that's what a lot of brothers don't have, a lot of self-control over their spirit and all that. So we need to be in a sound mind. You got to know how to deal with certain situations that will arise, so you know how to handle them appropriately. Because, like, if you get pulled over by the police or whatnot, you got to have a sound mind in order to know how to navigate through that. Instead of being all jittery and panicky and stuff, you need to have a sound mind.
Yeah, man, because Akim, man, we can't afford to slip, you know, in this time, man. We can't really afford for no mishaps in this truth right now, man. You know, it's just like, man, if you on a job, man, and you say if you working off the point system or write ups, you got so many write ups, and the next one you out the door. You can't really afford to have no mishaps, no fuck ups, man. You know, and it's the same thing. We gotta look at it the same way in this truth, man. You know, brothers gotta be sound mind, gotta be on point, because Esau's pulling all the tricks out of the bag, man. You know, brothers can't lose their cool, man. You gotta always stay in the spirit, no matter what situation that you're in, man.
And don't mistake being in the spirit is being volatile. I think a lot of brothers think just having a volatile spirit means that they're in the spirit and you angry all the time. That's not being in the spirit, man. Because Yahweh Shai didn't operate that way, nor did the disciples. And when the disciples did, the Yahweh Shai had to admonish them, man. Because when Peter cut off the ear of that centurion, man, he had to look at Peter like, "Hey,
Call him Satan.
Calm down, man. It ain't the time yet." So brothers got to really watch that spirit of, you know, anger, man. You know, you always angry, everything sets you off. You know, we in Babylon, man. I mean, of course you gonna see faggots walking hand in hand. you're gonna see all kind of manner of wickedness, man. I mean, after a while, it shouldn't vex you as bad. Yeah, it's vexing to see, but to just overtly come out with your anger all the time, it's really unnecessary. You know, you can just point it out and then move on, not just really get adamant about it. I'm like, it's nothing you can do. You in Babylon.
Right. Meaning you're gonna have to take some kind of you're gonna have to be vexed in the spirit to a certain degree
Right.
living here in Babylon.
The Lord knows we sighing and crying for the abominations, man. You know, you can do it inside your mind, and the Lord hear it. You don't have to voice it out.
I got a few precepts. The first one I want to pull is 2 Corinthians 10:3. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal," man. So we can't be approaching this thing in a carnal mindset, man. You know, we can't be approaching this thing, man. Bringing guns to camp and no shit like that, or looking to fight, or looking to do anything outside of the spirit, man. You know, we gotta let Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Our biggest, we got the biggest weapon. We got the biggest weapon in the world, man. That's the scriptures. That's the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, we are our weapons, man. But spiritually, man, we're doing any more damage than any carnal weapon could do, man, by bringing out these scriptures.
Right.
And that's enough.
Yeah.
You know, you got something you want to speak on? I'll finish reading.
Yeah, because you gotta be temperate in your spirit. You just have to, man. Because I never see nobody make great decisions with anger. You just don't. Those are when you usually make a decision when you're angry. This usually be the decisions you regret the most. You be like, damn, man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. And I was mad and I did the wrong thing. Because you wasn't circumspect. And it's hard to be circumspect when you're angry. You running off emotion. And that's what women do. That's why they make terrible decisions, because they running off emotion and anger and all that. So they just do whatever comes to mind at that moment.
Right.
And usually, 9 times out of 10, it's the wrong decision. If you just kind of calm down and meditate and think about it, that's when you come up with the best decisions.
I finished reading here. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds."
And that's what we doing, man, when we put this truth out here. We bringing out all the strongholds, all the lies that have been told. We bringing them down, man. You know, like the Lord died for everybody, and just all kind of strongholds that our people hold dear to them.
Yeah.
You know, the law's been done away with. I mean, it's just so many strongholds that we have to tear down that our people can't grasp it. And this doctrine seems like it's not real, because they holding on to all the lies they've been told. Now we trying to tell them to erase all that, and that's hard for the average Jake to do. He's going to cling on to all the things Esau told him, because Esau's in power.
And I finished reading here. It says, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh." And so everything outside of this truth, we're breaking it down, man. You know, everything that's outside of this truth, it got to be torn down, man. These lies got to be torn down. You got to be torn down and built back up in the scriptures, man. So that comes with controlling our spirits, man, controlling our anger. That comes with, man, being able to make a sound decision, man, through spirit and faith. You know, being able to rule over our own household, man, being circumspect about the decisions that we make, So all these things come into play, man, because we supposed to be thinking on the spiritual level. We're not supposed to be thinking on a carnal level. Because when you always think carnal, you lose in this kingdom, man. Because this is Esau's shit. He's the master ruler of being carnal. He's the most carnal being on the planet. So you're not gonna win a fight with Esau trying to be carnal, man.
And also having a sound mind will help you better to deal with brothers, man. Because coming at brothers with anger all the time, man, is not the way to deal with brothers, man. Everybody ain't gonna be able to receive that you coming with brothers with that anger. That's why that sound mind, man, is very important, man. It is very important to have a sound mind, man.
No, I'm gonna read this. This is 2 Peter 2:7. It says, let's start at 6. It says, "In turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked." All right, so we gonna be vexed in this society, man. We just gotta know how to channel that anger, man, and put that anger into the right thing. Put it back into this truth, more because we always vex. You can watch TV, you're gonna see some homosexual acts on TV all the time if you watch enough.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's designed that way. Because they pushing they you run a video on the group chat that is designed for them to show you all that stuff because they trying to transition you from a transsexual to a transhuman.
Yep.
This is all set up and programmed to get you to follow their program to that new world order and to make you transhuman.
Right.
Go ahead. This is Isaiah 33:6. "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and the strength of salvation, the fear of the and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure." So this is what you need to combat all that. This wisdom and knowledge is going to combat all the wiles of the devil, that what he's bringing, because he's bringing that chip, he's bringing transhumanism, he's bringing everything. He's bringing it all. So you're gonna have to have the wisdom and knowledge and the sound mind to deal with all that, man. Yeah. That's why I keep going back to that sound mind. You're not gonna. This wisdom and knowledge is not gonna be stability to you if you don't have a sound mind, man. It all goes back to that, man.
Yeah, you gotta have that. Like you said, like I said, you gotta have that sound mind, man, because you gotta constantly be able to endure with all things, man. How can you do that if you thinking like you always roused up? You ain't gonna be able to make the perfect judgment, because like I said, if you deal with things like with a lot of anger and frustration, you always make a wrong decision. Let's say something like you might get pissed off and you make a hasty decision right then and there. You always end up looking back on it. You might even have to come back to apologize to somebody, because what? You like, man, you know what? It wasn't that I was wrong. I just handled it in the wrong manner because I was in the wrong spirit.
Right.
And we gotta try not to be in the wrong spirit. We want to try to be in the right spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I'm gonna read it. You got something?
But I was gonna say, and will stop you from having that sound mind is when you're dealing with stuff personally, you're letting that personal things affect your spirit, and that causes you not to have a sound mind, man. So sometimes you got to not bring your personal shortcomings, I would say, affect you in this truth, it'll stop you from having a sound mind, man. Because now you dealing with stuff in the flesh, and you bring it towards the spiritual truth. It don't mix. It's like oil and water. It ain't gonna mix. And then you'll come off to a brother in the wrong spirit.
Right.
So go ahead.
This is Galatians 5:16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." So it's really hard to go off, man, if you walking in the spirit of doing. If you trying to do everything according to the spirit, because the spirit will check you. You know.
Okay.
You know, so if you walking in the spirit, man, it's just like, man, you know how many times you feel off about doing something because what? The spirit checks you.
Yeah, check.
You know what I mean? So if we're walking in the spirit, it's just like, man, it's kind of hard for us to go off. All right? Verse 17 says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit. All right? And it says, in the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that you would. All right? That means it's always a constant battle with the spirit and the flesh, because the flesh wants what it wants and the spirit wants what it wants, man. But it's clear. It's very clear. You know, it may be hard, but we know how to do right from wrong, man, because the spirit is guiding us. But the flesh is also trying to reroute you, you know. The flesh is trying to reroute you. The spirit is trying to guide you to salvation, but the flesh is trying to reroute you and say, look, I know a shortcut. You know what I mean? And we can't. We gotta come together in the right spirit, and we gotta understand, man. The spirit has to be our navigation, man. We can't let the flesh navigate us, because once the flesh you let the flesh take control and navigate you, you're gonna end up lost, man.
Yeah. Okay, I got a scripture. This is Ephesians 6, and I'm gonna read 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And that's what you're doing when you having a sound mind and you got the wisdom and knowledge. You putting on the armor to withstand all these things that this devil gonna bring, man. Because the day gonna come where it's gonna show if you ain't got a sound mind. It's gonna show up like a pimple on your face.
Right.
It's gonna show up.
You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb, man, because it's not hard to spot that type of behavior when you're in the spirit. Like, that's why it's a good thing for the brotherhood, man, because you have certain brothers that pull you to the side, check you on certain things. Like, hey, bro, that I see what you was doing. I mean, that's cool, but you don't want to do us a little off. You know what I mean? That you ain't going off, but your spirit will be a little off.
You need to check your spirit, man. You run a little too hot, man.
Yeah, you can't. And brothers gotta, you know. This truth is all about reproving and rebuking, man.
It's just like a car. Car running too hot, sooner or later you're gonna throw a rod.
You gotta
pull up to the side and cool it out.
Pull over, cool off.
Cool off. You need some antifreeze. You need to chill out.
Yeah.
You know, you need to regroup so you don't throw a rod, man. So when you throw that rod, it's over.
Yeah.
You know, you shot. Your engine shot.
Yeah.
So you don't want to throw that rod, so you gotta chill out, man.
I got a precept. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil is as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." So we gotta be on point for Esau, man. We ain't got time for it to be bringing our own bullshit into this truth. We gotta be on point for Esau, man. Esau sending agents up to brothers. He probably following brothers home, know where brothers live, know where brothers work, all that, man, and probably building a case to be able to be justified of rolling on us and doing some bullshit on us. You know what I mean? So or whatever the case may be, man, we gotta be circumspect and be on point for that. We can't be worried about corn peas in the flesh, with our carnal anger. We can't let that get in the way, man. And I'm gonna look up this word sober. I'm gonna look up this word sober in a blue letter, all right, and see what comes up. Let's see.
Strong's G 3525. NAFO.
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 All right, it say NAFO. It says to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit, to be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect.
Man.
You know what I mean? So brothers gotta be sober. We gotta be like sober in this thing, man, because it's just like, man, if you off your rocker just a little bit, you ain't fit to be out there on the field, man. That's just like, man, like you ever been, we all been in the world before, man, and you go in the wrong environment and brothers ain't all the way on point. Say you drunk and you in the wrong environment, man. It's like, man, your next brother might be next to you. He might be sober. He might be hitting you like, man, look, all right, sober up, man, real quick, man, because we gotta make it to the car. We gotta make it to where we're going. We in the wrong. We out of bounds right now. We in the wrong neighborhood, and that's how we are. We down behind enemy lines right now, man. We trying to make it to the kingdom, to salvation. Get back to our land. And we only way of doing that is being soberly minded, man. We off our rocker just a little bit. Esau get us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's beautiful, man. Yeah. That's the beauty of the brotherhood, because the scriptures say, man, be subject one to another. So that's the beauty of the brothers being able to lean on each other and basically being each other's. That's the beauty of having a body, man. Because everybody, you might not be the eyes, but this brother might be one of the eyelashes on the eyes, and he can see things before the next brother.
He might be the pupil
to
your eyes. So now he the one that can laser focus. He got the laser focus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Might see things you don't see, man.
Yeah. But you gotta give brothers a chance to display that. A lot of brothers don't give the brothers a chance to display their gifts that they had. You cut them short, like you didn't even know you be too much into yourself that you didn't know this brother had laser focus.
Mm-hmm.
This is Job 2 and 7. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. So Satan is all over trying to get you. He's walking all around, seeing who he can pick off. And he's coming for the hopeful elect because he got all you 2/3 niggas. He's coming after the men of the Lord that's preaching and teaching. That's who he has to get.
Yeah.
Why would he worry about some goddamn crackhead or some goddamn prostitute that's over on the side or, all these motherfuckers is 2/3, homosexual. He ain't got to worry about them. They already under his control.
Yeah.
He's got to come out and seek after the men that are pushing in this truth.
Yeah,
so that's why you have to have a sound mind and be sober minded, because it all goes hand in hand. That's what you have to have to fight Satan out. Otherwise, he's going to get you. Because that's the Lord. That's Satan's job, to get you if you off your ding, so to speak. If you off your ding, you ain't on your square, Satan's coming to get you, man.
It reminded me of a movie in John Shaft, man. You ever seen that first John Shaft with Peoples Hernandez? It was John Shaft with basically the bad guy played. His name was People Hernandez, and he was basically the kingpin of the block, whatever. And Shaft basically kind of fucked up his shit, and he was just basically overseeing things, looking at it in the window. Shaft threw that basketball up there. He didn't made him spill that shit on his fucking shirt.
Yeah.
Shaft came down. He talked all that shit to Shaft. See, he wasn't being circumspect. He came all the way down and talked all that shit to Shaft. As soon as he just touched him, put his finger on him, up, Shaft said, "Oh, pin your ass ahead. He got you now." That's why you got.
He got him off his square.
Yeah, like
You know, he threw that ball and knocked all his food.
Yeah.
He got pissed. He should have just been like, "Oh, that's cool. Okay, you threw the ball at him." He should have took the low and let that ride, but he couldn't. His pride and he couldn't allow him to do that. So he had to come down and check Shaft or whatever.
And
And that was the setup.
Yeah.
That was like Satan setting him up.
yeah. That's why we can't be like that, man.
Yeah, we can't. Sometimes you gotta take the load, man. You gotta just, that's part of having a sound mind. Like, I ain't gonna let this blow up.
Yeah.
That's
Why Yahweh Shah got so mad at Peter when he cut the centurion ear off, man. Because he was basically told him and said, he didn't live by the sword, should die by the sword. And the scripture also say, wait ye upon me until I rise up to the praise. So we gotta wait on Yahweh Shah. That's when we gonna get that spiritual power and rise up against these devils. We can't be thinking carnally minded right now, man, in the flesh, bro.
Yeah, you just can't do it, man. The Lord got a set time for all that. And you have to be patient, man, and wait. And don't let the wiles of the devil tempt you into acting early. That's all Satan is trying to do. He's trying to make you do something before you're supposed to do it.
Matter of fact, I'll get that. Read that in Matthew 10 and 16. I'm gonna bring this out while you get that. This is Proverbs 14 and 17. It says, He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. So when you jump to make hasty decisions out of anger, you deal foolishly. Because look, say you're dealing with a woman, right? And she's out of order, or she did some shit that's worthy of you putting your hands on her. Yeah, it might make you feel good for that temporary relief. But if you look at it, it was done out of anger, and she's gonna put you in jail. So once you sit in jail, you're gonna realize, like, damn, I should just let the bitch go, or whatever.
But you moved in haste.
Yeah.
When you should have been more circumspect and took the low and let it just roll off your back, you'd have been in better shape.
Yeah.
And that's by but see, you can't do that unless you have a sound mind, man. Okay, this is Matthew 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
Yeah.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
There you have it, man. So we're supposed to be circumspect, man. The Most High sent us forth as sheep, man. The sheep ain't out there trying to be a lion, man.
Yeah.
A sheep is out there. You would never know. Yeah, yeah.
A sheep needs a shepherd to be guided.
Yeah.
A sheep looking for guidance.
Yeah.
He ain't out there trying to overpower and you can't overpower a wolf. A wolf gonna devour your motherfucking ass. You a sheep. Don't you know you a sheep?
Mm.
So you can't buck up to no wolf knowing that you a sheep. You're gonna get ate up. And that goes to, like, actually, these women are wolves, man, and we ain't up as sheep. That's why these women get the better hand on you men, man. Because you thinking that because she's a woman that she ain't crafty. Man, these women are crafty, man.
Mm.
Before you know it, before you can blink an eye, man, the bitch got them everything you own. And you out in the street in the cold, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because the system she knows that the system is behind her. Mm. So now she can do things and knowing she ain't gonna receive no judgment, no consequence for it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get it all because you acted in haste, you wasn't patient. I'm like, sometimes, man, you gotta slow play these motherfucking broads, man. Just slow play it. You know, don't rush into it. But with your 10 toes all in, man, you gotta chill out, man, with these broads, man. You gotta be slow as hell, and then you'll know that something wrong. Cause now, if you got in your mind that you playing it slow, and she coming at you all, it's gonna reveal itself. Like, look at she up to something. Why are you moving this fast? What's the purpose? Ain't nothing wrong with what we doing. So why things have to be so sped up and all this so stuff? You doing stuff that you don't even really want to do because you just doing it because you just want to keep her.
I mean, the scriptures say, "Get not thy strength to women," man. Matter of fact, let me get that. Well, that's in Second Esdras, First Esdras, the 4th chapter. But it's another one right here in Proverbs. Yeah, this one in Proverbs, and I'll get that because that's another thing, man. I think it's Proverbs 31.
31, 2 or 3.
Yep. I read this is Proverbs 31:3. It says, "Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings." So look, man, you can't be. That's another thing. You can't be giving all your strength to a woman either, man. The brother from DTA did a beautiful lesson on that the other day as well. You can't give all your strength unto women either, man. Because with the time we living in, man, sure, every brother gonna deal with women. That's not what I'm saying. Every brother gonna deal with women, but we gotta be circumspect with how we deal with women, man. We can't. Go ahead.
I mean, you gotta look at this aspect of it. Okay, when she hit the fan, do you think she really gonna be down for it? She might turn you in. They gonna come after her and be like, yeah. And if you a brother that's out there preaching, teaching, they're gonna be like, do you know such and such? And they're gonna be saying this and that and this and that. And don't you know he did this and that? And they could be lying and stuff. And she'll fuck around and just give you up. Brothers ain't even thinking about that, man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's a lot of things we have to think about, man, when we dealing with women, man. It ain't just about getting some pussy, man. I think brothers be forgetting, man, they in this truth, man, and your life is on the line, man. They're gonna come after us, man. And these people's in the world, and they so used to doing what Esau tell them to do. It's only natural for her to be like spooked and scared. And if they ask her where do we be at now, she gonna give that up.
Without a shadow of a doubt, she gonna take the chip too.
Yeah, and then she gonna be looking at you like, yeah, they came here and said you do this, you do that, man. Hey, be careful with these women, man. I'm like, Pastor Dubois said it best, man. If you got that urge, man, just deal with a prostitute.
Get you a harlot, man.
Get you a harlot, man. Damn. Our forefathers have a history of doing that, man. There's nothing wrong with it. I know some brothers don't like to do that normally, but it'll save you a lot of headache, man. Because at the end of the day, all you want to do is just relieve yourself. And I'm gonna say it like that to make it PG. You just want to relieve yourself, man. You really don't want to deal with a woman per se. You just want what she have that's going to relieve you. But then you dealing with the whole embodiment of a woman, and that's what you really don't want. You just want the box.
Yeah, because I tell brothers all the time, man. I dwell with my woman, but I had my woman before I came into this truth. Now, if I didn't have no woman before I came into this truth, I would not be looking to lump up with no woman here in this society, man.
Because the scriptures tell you, if you're dealing with a woman, You know, even if she's unbelievable, you just can't just throw her away.
Yeah.
You know, you was dealing with her before you came into the knowledge.
Yeah.
So you just can't just throw away because you came into the knowledge like, oh, Paul said, be so you don't have no woman, so you got it here.
Yeah.
No, he ain't saying
He
that.
wasn't saying don't be with no woman. He said be as though you have no woman, meaning put this truth first.
But brothers take it that way.
Yeah, brothers will take that all out of. It's saying you got a woman, but be as though if you had no woman, like as far as when it comes to this truth, because the scriptures tell you this truth is your woman, man.
Right. By not having a woman in a state of mind, that means you have a sound mind to make a move, the right move. Because if you feel like you moving as though you don't have one, you gonna make the right move, whether she's there or not.
Right.
You know, that's why he was saying that. Because when it comes time to, you might have to bail, you just gonna do it. You ain't gonna be like, my woman, this, that. You just gonna make that move, man.
Yep. Yeah, all hell break loose. You don't want to be like, oh man, let me try to get to the house, get to my
woman,
my
and the Centurions is right there waiting on your ass.
Wait on you. She the one set you. She the one on the phone, baby.
But baby, come on home, baby. Come on home, baby. And she didn't set you up.
Yeah.
Cause they done told her a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, we see it all the time.
Call them up and tell them to come home. And, yeah, baby, come on home. Yeah, the kids. And then you didn't rush your ass home right into a trap.
Because women, believe it or not, man, women are not built like that, man. No matter how much you love a woman, you think your woman ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde. Mm-hmm. Look, man, when the shit hits the fan, man, even my own woman, I tell my woman all the time, I pray, I hope that don't happen, but I know, Esau gonna get to her, and I can't trust you. When our hell break loose, I already know I can't trust her.
I mean, the Lord didn't, y'all not us. The Lord didn't build you like a man. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you in the MMA shit. I don't give a fuck if you fight for a living as a woman. When it comes down to it, that woman essence gonna kick in. The bitch will surface. I don't give a fuck. You still a woman. I don't give a damn what you doing. When you're not wired to endure suffering.
Right.
You just not.
It ain't no G.I. Joanna's out there.
It ain't none of that shit, man.
No Tomb Raiders, no Xena warrior princesses. Ain't none of that shit out here, man.
You ain't seen no Rambo bitches like when they had their little skirmishes and war and all that. When have you seen some woman that took out a whole bunch of motherfuckers and all that shit? That don't happen. That's the movies.
The best chance these women got, man, is getting in order with the men of the Lord, because what did the harlot in Jericho, Rahab, what was her name, Rahab?
Yeah.
I believe that was her name that was in Jericho, man. Basically, before Joshua, before they sacked Jericho, what they do? She said, look, she got them out of the city safe, and they said, look, man, when won't no harm come to you or your household, right, when we do overthrow this damn place. That's the only chance women got getting in order, man, is cleaving to a man of the Lord. It's not gonna be off of, oh, she was solid, or she didn't. No, man. No, the scriptures tell you that the woman is the weaker vessel, man. Yeah, and it also says that she's gonna be saved through childbearing. So it ain't no road for her like that. That video that I sent earlier, it was kind of a comedic video earlier today with that Adam and Eve shit. Yeah, when it shows you that the woman came. I'm like, that's a self-stupid motherfucking video. But I know you're trying to get at, but I'm like, it had all that folly and biting the apple and all that. Yeah. How you bonehead Christians really believe that Eve ate an apple and all that silly shit. Certain was a snake. But I'm gonna read this precept. This is Matthew 10 and 36. It says, "A man's foes should be they of his own household." Meaning you gotta let that sink in, man. Let that marinate, man, in your conscience, man. Let that burn on your conscience. Because
you know that's your force gonna be your own household. So why, if you don't, you come in this truth without that, why would you seek that? It just don't make sense. Now, if you have that already before you come in this truth, it is what it is. But why would you seek that to have all this trouble? It's hard enough to walk this walk alone, and then you're just gonna make it doubly hard by creating a family situation that you didn't have to. Now I'm talking to the brothers like myself that came into this truth without a woman. And if you're seeking to have one, man, you can't come to brothers like, oh, my demon, this and that. You knew the job before you took it. You knew the job was hazardous before you took it. You know? Once you know that, how can you expect brothers to have a heavy heart for you when you didn't have to do that? You know?
Right, man, because brothers, man, gotta learn. We gotta learn just to seek counsel sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing, Jake. That's a hard thing for Jake to do, man, because Jake got a lot of pride, man. And brothers don't. Look, I'm the last one to get in another man's personal matters, but you watch videos, brothers had different testimonies on these same issues. So sometimes you gotta bring it up because look, you don't wanna look, you your own man, the scriptures say, man, if a man know not to rule over his own household, roughly paraphrasing, how should he rule over the flock of Yahweh? Roughly paraphrasing, but it's just like, man, so you gotta trust brothers to a certain extent that they know how to rule over their own household, but it's just like, man, you gotta be circumspect, man. A lot of times I don't see brothers seeking counsel. Meaning, we are guilty of it. Me, I'll be the first one to say I'm guilty of it because I've been in situations where I should have seek counsel on certain things, from brothers, and I didn't. So Jake is hard headed when it comes to that, man. That's a part of being having that kingdom mentality, man. Being ready to rule should be. Sometimes you gotta seek counsel from brothers. I like to always bring up, man. With Moses and Jethro, man.
Right.
What Jethro told Moses, man, look, set up different camps, different brothers over brothers, man.
You gotta set up, different leaders and stuff, man. You can't handle all this by yourself, man. You'll destroy yourself trying to handle everything on your own.
So sometimes you gotta seek counsel from elder brothers, man, on certain things. Now that don't mean you can't do what you want to do at the end of the day.
You just want to run it by another brother to get a different perspective on it.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's it, man. And the brother wanted.
And it might sound good to you, but I didn't think of it like that. I think I'm gonna, that's all it is. You like the brother trying to tell you what to do. Yeah. He just trying to tell you from his point of view.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might need that.
Yeah. We need each other, man. The scriptures say, man, be subject one to another. Right. So it comes with all things, man. Whether it's spiritual or whether it's just financial. Whatever the hell it may be, man. Brothers is there for brothers, man. And it ain't like brothers.
Okay, you might have a brother like he 28. You ain't got life mastered, man. Right. And then you got a Akim in your camp that's 50, 60 years old. Man, you mean you ain't gonna try to bounce something off of a 56-year-old? I know that's what I would do. I'd be like, I gotta, because I know he done been through a lot of life. You ain't got it mastered, man. That's why the Lord will put certain elder brothers in age in the camp just so you can get a different perspective because you ain't seen it all. You ain't seen as much as this elder brother. It just to me it just makes perfect sense to bounce an idea off of an elder brother like that because the Lord didn't put that in your camp for no reason.
I got a precept to back you up. Sis, this is 1 Corinthians 12:23. It says, "And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. So man, it may be brothers, man, you may consider to be low level or in the camp. None of us are, look at each other as low level, but we're different members. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be the head. Everybody can't be the arms. Everybody can't be the eyes and the chest. Brother might be the jam between the toes, but the scriptures say we bestow more abundance on them parts of the body. You know what I mean? So brothers, certain brothers is at a certain level because it's all spiritual. They can handle certain more. You know what I mean? Brothers have been through a lot, man. Brothers can carry more weight on their shoulders than other brothers, man. So, and it all work. We all work as one body, man, to be able to exchange information. You know what I mean? So, and that's all it really is, man. Brothers, we just gotta be better about doing that, man. Be circumspect about everything we do, about dealing with people in the world. Esau got agents coming up to the camp, just like last week, for instance, man, could have been a fucking agent that Esau sent up to the fucking camp. Brothers almost lost their cool with him, but brothers stay sober, man. Brothers was calm in the spirit, and just let it go. You know what I mean? Because anytime Esau come up yelling, hold on, Jake be like, hold on, wait, what? But then we kind of calm down, like, oh, you know what, Esau. As long as you ain't trying to put your hand on none of us, man, have at it. And that's the mentality brothers gotta be in, man. We gotta be circumspect, watch out for one another, man. Brother might see something that I do, brother might call me and say, hey, bro, I noticed that, wumpty, and that's that. Yeah, I take heed to it, and I put it in my mental Rolodex that, to stay aware of it. And then what happened by that? I added more to my arsenal by him telling me that.
That's all I got.
And that's pretty much it, man. And with that, we want to close out. We want to give our praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teaches us truth and rule well. In salutation, you Akim, pushing his word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom.